The Super Mario Bros. Movie has been a smashing success for Nintendo and Illumination. At the time of recording, the film has grossed almost $1 billion globally. For that, it should be commended. But is this movie any good? I'll explore that in this review. I'll be honest, going into this movie, I didn't have the highest expectations. Mostly because I've never been into Illumination's work in the past. The only one I've really liked is their take on the Grinch. I thought Sing was pretty mediocre, and I found the Despicable Me films tolerable but not memorable. The Secret Life of Pets I was excited for, and thought it had loads of potential, but it never lived up to that potential for me. I didn't think I was gonna like the Super Mario Bros. Movie when I was experiencing the intro in the theater, mostly because the commercial for Mario and Luigi's plumbing business was very cringy. Some will say it's paying homage to the characters' histories, but I think it wasn't the best opening they could have gone with. I feel like a better opening would have been going with the two bros doing their first job, which was a Secret Life of Pets reference. However, from this point on, I started to like the movie more as Illumination's animators showed just how stretchy they were able to get with the animation. And I'm a sucker for stretchy animation. My love for stretchy animation is best exemplified by my love for Genndy Tartakovsky, who's very inspired by the Tex Avery era of Looney Tunes. The stretchiness shows most in Luigi and in Bowser. The Toads and Koopas are also decently animated. However, I have to bring up one of my visual complaints with this movie. Directors Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelinek rely a little too heavily on wide-angle shots. It makes sense for the establishing shots of the Mushroom Kingdom, but it doesn't make as much sense for some of the more emotional scenes, which are few and far between in this movie. Then again, this movie is only 92 minutes long, so it doesn't get much time to focus on that. Fun fact, Horvath and Jelinek co-developed Teen Titans Go, which I know a lot of people don't like. So, what did I like about this movie? Like I said earlier, I liked the animation work on this film. I also really liked the performances by Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I really also enjoyed the inclusion of the DK rap. Luigi lives up to the games where Luigi shows fear, and we even get a few nice callbacks to Luigi's Mansion. Charlie Day is able to make Luigi lovably neurotic. Seth Rogen basically is playing a more toned-down Seth Rogen in this one, though the movie doesn't try to push the envelope in any way, shape, or form in terms of humor that kids won't get. What can I say about Jack Black's performance as Bowser? It's Jack Black at his top form. If you loved him in School of Rock, you're really going to love him as Bowser is constantly playing music and just being a big eccentric goofball. It's like the writing staff wrote the character for Jack. There's a whole lot I don't like about this movie, but I can't hate this film. I want to make that clear. I did enjoy my time with it. I didn't like the over-reliance on wide angles. I feel like Horvath and Jelinek could have incorporated more tight close-ups and more medium shots. Doing so would have better conveyed the details they wanted to showcase. I also don't care for Chris Pratt in the role of Mario, and it's not down to the voice. It just feels like Pratt phoned in his performance. Then again, I always find him a little bit wooden as an actor and have done so since his Everwood days. But what do you think of him as Mario? Let me know in the comments. But getting back to what I'm not the biggest fan of, the soundtrack. And it's not that I hate the licensed songs they used. It's because they reused the songs in the same way they used them in The Secret Life of Pets. It worked in that movie, but not in this one, and it felt like lazy recycling to me. At least the sound design was really good, and the OST was decent. Overall, the Super Mario Bros. Is a decent video game adaptation, and I think now that millennials are in a position where they're starting to decide things in Hollywood, we're going to see better and better adaptations of video games, because we grew up in an era where the movies were frankly shit. Now we have pretty good films in the Sonic series, and a decent one in the Super Mario Bros. For a piece of fiction aimed at families with young kids, this movie is fairly good, and better than the Drac you typically find. I would say see it at matinee pricing, or wait for it on a streaming service. My final rating for Super Mario Bros. Is a 7 out of 10. If you've seen the movie, what did you think? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. 2 of my previous videos will be popping up on screen now. Feel free to check those out. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.